Well, that actually engaged faster than I've been having experiences. That's weird. I don't understand how that worked.
Sounds good.
Yay. We're still technically early. Oh, we went from 2 viewers to 1, but we got 1 like. All right, let's squish the thing. Hello and welcome. This is Kevin, also known as AWOL, and we're going to have a lot of fun here today. But before I really get started on telling you what we're working on, because I'm pretty sure you know that one already, I want to remind everybody that we have the secret word game is back, and that all you have to do is chat. And if you have managed to type in the right word into the chat, you win these 2 bracelets. One was made by myself, and the other was from Minute Craft. So we would both be really happy to send these off to you guys, and that'd be pretty cool. All right, I am joined by my lovely wife Mandy. Hello, and I don't have the project out here yet. Let me go to the just me. So here I am. Hello. Um, it's kind of so big that when I have it on the desk, you can't see it all. So I kind of wanted to show you. This is what we're working on, and how this is the day where this whole thing changes. So let's go back to over here and show you what's going to happen. So this is the backside. You can kind of tell it because you can kind of see the directional things of all of the knots, right? And I have this, which is it's a small cutting board that I got at Daiso. I don't know if Daiso is in America, but it's kind of like a dollar store. Kinda. Everything's $2 basically at a Daiso. So I'm putting that in between um, this side and the side that I'm going to be working on. And the reason I do this is I need to take from these strings out here, and I don't want to confuse them with the strings that are on the other side. So by putting something in between, and mind you, this can be anything. If you can't go to a dollar store and find a cutting board or something, you could use the cardboard from a cereal box, or cardboard from virtually anything really. Um, so yeah, it's not important to have something fancy, and honestly, it's really not that fancy what I have here. It's just something that works out really well, and I can reuse it indefinitely. So that was my thought process. So now I'm pretty much going to be working pretty much in this area here. So I can take all the strings that are in the back, and I can kind of just shift them off to the side because we won't be needing them. Um, oh wait, we have people joining us. Who do we have here? We got Rara's there. Hello. Um, all right. So yeah, I see I see that Rainbow is having a problem. Um, that's not good. That's not good at all. We need Rainbow over here because she needs to keep the robot in check. Speaking of, do we have the bot? Is the bot here? Oh, Isabella's here too. Cool. All right. So now, with this next knot, we are turning this thing into a cylinder. So yeah. Oh, so check it out. We have a bandage here, and it probably looks a little grim. I I got bitten yesterday. Yesterday evening, the evening was almost over. The dog had been super, super awesome with me, like really enjoying all the attention and everything. And then just last minute went and took a chunk out of me. And so if I'm a little bit slower today, this is why my my little finger like curls way in when I'm tying knots. And as I'm doing this, it's hurting a lot. So this might actually hinder the progress. So far we've got 9 hours of bracelet making in. Um, so today was supposed to bring us up to 12. So that, if we're trying to keep track of like how long does it take to make something like this. But this is definitely gonna kind of slow things down a little bit. So I don't necessarily have to go up that far with the black string here before like kind of filling in, but kind of on a roll, so might as well just get it going a little ways at least. Oh, and if you guys haven't already, hit the like button. It helps the whole thing get noticed or something. So that would be really awesome. Oh, wait, it's in Discord. That you finished? Hang on, I got Discord is open actually. Uh, do finish works. There we go. Oh, that's cute. I like the penguin. Aw. The raccoon's really cute too, though. That's awesome. Way cool. Yeah, I haven't made a keychain in a while. I think the last one I did was I wanted to basically demonstrate um, that an arrowhead is actually just a zigzag that's been doubled or going around in a cylinder and stuff. So I made and I was also playing around with variegated might have even been almost a yarn. It wasn't quite, it was like a really thick kind of floss. And so I was playing around with this stuff, and I kind of wanted to see how the colors were going to act, because they were variegated and they were changing and stuff. It was kind of neat. So that was a fun one. That one sold actually. I should make another. I don't have any of those in the shop. So so Rainbow still hasn't made it. I hope she hasn't got like really bad computer problems. She says that something's wrong with the monitor. That would be an expense that I'm sure that she does not want to have to deal with. Oh, I need to. There we go. So is the 8 ball working? Do we know?
Yes.
He actually, I wonder if they'll ever attach AI to our chatbot to make it so that way his answers actually come out just a little bit smarter. Because right now, I think he's pretty much random. So it'd be kind of cool if he could get a little smarter. All right. So again, for anybody who's kind of maybe new to this or forgot how we do this, the first color is the one is going to the right, and I chose that because it's my like preferred knot, and it just makes it really super super easy for me to remember what I'm doing here. And yeah, obviously you can change that to whichever one you're most comfortable with, but they do alternate, so you're going to have an equal number of knots going in either direction. But these knots are strictly just either a right knot or a left knot. So as long as you can do a chevron, you could do this. Yeah, I didn't realize that the knotting was actually going to be as painful as it is right now. I spent the most of today, well, I spent all of today basically doing like admin stuff and working on the web page and stuff that did not involve knots. So this is kind of catching me a little bit off guard. Mandy was saying yesterday, fortunately, it wasn't like my thumb or like my index finger, because then for sure, like the stream might have been in trouble. But now I'm kind of feeling like, kind of use my pinky somehow. Kind of weird. Didn't know that. That sounds like an awful lot of fun. I don't. I guess we would need a little bit of that time just to actually get there. I mean, we're kind of a far ways away from pretty much everybody. Heck, it took what was it, 26 hours to get here when I flew to here,
About there.
right? Yeah, I went halfway around the world for that woman. So the contrast here in the light blue versus the purples is really wow. So for my YouTube members, you might notice that was it yesterday? No, it's Thursday. Thursday, um, all my plans got pretty much kind of just fell. I had planned on um, basically making bracelets and watching anime, which for some stupid reason I can never spell anime. So I put that in the description as cartoons because that I can spell. Um, so yeah, and then as I pulled out the string to go working on it, the colors didn't match up to what the pattern was. It's supposed to be 5 shades of blue, and one of those shades, there's two things of it. And what I had cut was like 6 different shades of blue. And I have no idea how that happened, other than if you remember right, there was another one that I was working on where something went wrong, or at least I perceived something to go wrong. And I'm kind of wondering if I like somehow confused the two. But at the end of the day, all that really happened is I got myself in trouble with Mandy because, the last thing she wants to do is to have to redo kumis and undo kumis. And yeah, so yeah, I mean,
I want to make new kumis, not undo old ones.
right, right. So yeah, so that's kind of a thing. Um, so I spent a bunch of time um, cutting up new string. So now that bracelet's going to be in a different set of colors. And the craziness is that particular bracelet is the one that I've been like really wanting to make since I conceived it sometime. Maybe I don't know. I don't know how long. I would have to go back through the members only streams to find when we actually did that pattern. But that was really crazy. So yeah, I mean, wow. Hey, Rainbow made it. Yay. We need you here to keep the robot in check. Oh no. I wonder I wonder if you can still take advantage of any of the Black Friday kind of sales and get yourself a new monitor. So the monitor's just gone totally black. It's not powering up at all. What's it doing? Maybe we can help. Goofy socks sound fun. I would like to know, why is it when it comes to socks with like interesting, cool like things on it, why is it's all for people with feet that are much smaller than me? Like I saw some really cool ones that had like little faces, like they're like the just come up past the bottom of your sneaker, but the little back part has like a little smiley face. I really wanted them, but they won't fit me. Hmm. So that might be repairable. It's possible the there's a light that goes behind where all of the colors and stuff are that makes them light up. And if that light went out, that could be it. Yeah. Yeah, that's got to be frustrating when you have ideas in mind and you just don't have enough string to cover it. That's frustrating. That's completely relatable though. Oh, so wait, you get the logo. Okay. That's it's okay, then it's not the backlight things. So then that could be almost the computer's not giving the signal out. Like maybe there's something wrong with your HDMI cable. Do you have a alternative HDMI cable just to test to see if that's it? Yeah, the fact that you actually saw a logo that something comes up on your screen, yeah, that's not your backlight. We had that happen with mom's old TV. The light stopped in the back. If you kind of shined a light just the right way, you could kind of make some things out on the monitor, but yeah. Right. Yeah, I found that with a few of the other kind of strings that are available, is they just don't have all the colors. Yeah. The I don't know quite which is a craft cord. I don't know which what the texture or feel or thickness or any of that is, but I get what you're saying. Okay. Well, that's possibly something that I would use to check. Um, I'm trying to think if there's another way. Okay, so let's say you try a different cable that doesn't work. The next step would be to try to connect your laptop or computer to an alternative monitor or a TV or something, just to see that the computer itself is putting out a signal. That would be so the easy test is obviously a cable. You don't have to move much stuff around to swap out a cable. But then if that doesn't work, then the next step would be to determine whether or not the computer is actually putting out a signal. I kind of wish Phil was here. Like between the two of us, I bet you we could kind of work out all possible, troubleshooting steps. But I know like right there, those are the first ones that I would look out. Yeah, there you go. Yeah. So speaking of monitors, I just got myself a new one, and it's one of those ones that it's wide. It's not really tall. It's just really wide, and it's making it so that way I can have more of the things that I need for live streaming open on the computer all at once. So yeah, this is really super awesome. I can see the chats. I can see the all the stuffs. It's good. So Rainbow showed us a picture of a Reese's peanut butter cup tin that she's just acquired. So I'm assuming that she does not have the sewing contents in this thing yet. She's going for the sweets there, guys. Not gonna
I
fault.
like Reese's.
I'm not gonna fault you on that one. Yeah, Mandy kind of hinted a lot of about that I should get the Reese's peanut butter cups as opposed to the candy corns. But I needed the candy corns for the video.
Sure you did.
I did. It was part of the whole these nuts thing. Yeah, and it looked like there's white chocolate Reese's peanut butter cups. I've never heard that that's a thing. Suddenly I'm thinking Mandy might get to try some Reese's peanut butter cups, actually.
Those are milk and white ones. Can I have the dark ones too?
Yeah. We'll totally, we'll share. So this is kind of like my favorite stage of making a bag is the strings are all nice and long. I don't have to worry about anything yet. And we're just joined it. It's become a cylinder. It's starting to take shape. This is like my favorite part of the whole process. Yeah, I didn't even know that they made alternate flavors. Like I'm like that far out of touch with candy and stuff. So yeah, go figure. I'm still I spent a bunch of time looking up and showing pictures last night of a chocolate that was first introduced in Germany in 1930 and insisting that everybody needs to try these things because I personally think they are probably one of the most amazing chocolates that just melts in your mouth. They're called ice cubes. I love those things. I know I've talked about them here before, but man, I love me some ice cubes. Oh, in case in case my members also got notification about a live stream earlier today. Um, it and then went to go looking for it and couldn't find it. That was me doing a video for the YouTube help peoples. I was trying to explain to them how the when I'm doing a member stream that the chat thing doesn't work and they were like, okay, we want to help you, but we don't understand what you're talking about. Can you shoot a video and show us? So, in order to do that, I actually like started a short video. It only lasted a couple minutes, but it was long enough for me to basically show them what I was talking about. So I thought, so in case you got a notification and were wondering what the heck was up with that, yeah, that was why. Um, they haven't gotten back with me yet. It was kind of a fun video though. I I kind of was ready to tell them that to not get their strings in a bunch, but I didn't think they would get the joke, so I kind of didn't. I didn't know how to finish the video though. That left me really kind of like, uh, okay, and thanks. Earlier, it was nice and chilly, and I turned off the air conditioner, and the temperature in the room is creeped up to 29.5. Suddenly, I'm like, this isn't comfortable anymore. Like that sweat kind of coming down me. I'm like, nope, not good. Whoa, -4. Goodness, that's a that's the kind of weather where you kind of want a fireplace and hot cocoa. Oh, wait, it's not that early in the day. I was gonna say a cup of coffee because cup of coffee in the cold is delightful. -4. I wonder what it's like in Detroit. I haven't checked on them in a little while. Yes, I was telling Mandy about that earlier about snow when it first falls is incredibly pretty. It doesn't take long, however, for it to start becoming dirty and brown and it loses that charm. That whole all those really super awesome pictures, those are like immediately after the storm. And then when the wind picks up, all of the stuff that's in the trees falls out and then yeah, it just stops being quite as awesome as all that. I'm like suddenly confused, like rug? What? Yeah, the brown slushy stuff, it like that totally not fun, slippery. Nope, nothing, nothing good about that. Or when it's slushy and then it suddenly the temperature drops and suddenly you just get like sheets of ice. That can always be a nice one to check out just how agile you are and how much it's going to hurt when you like twist your body and contort it in ways that you didn't intend on. So despite the pain, we definitely seem to be getting some stuff accomplished. I think we're coming up on 4 squares being done. That's not bad. Everybody's gotten quiet. Trying to think what else has been going on this week. Had a little time out, went wandering around, which I wasn't sure that was even going to happen. So I, in order to try to get over the whole fallen arch, owie foot thing, I started doing a lot of stretches, which helped the foot. But then, for some odd reason, it started having where I started having a very stiff back. And I used the gravity boots. I did all kinds of things. I couldn't figure it out. But more stretching seems to kind of gotten through that. But yeah, I almost didn't take a day out because it was like kind of the whole body was feeling it. But getting out and actually walking around or whatever helped loosen everything up, and I actually feel a lot better now as a result. So kind of happy to have gone down that path. The blackwork piece. Is that the one with the funny shapes? It's like my doodle book. I don't know what to call that. What would you call that? Mandy knows what I'm talking about with the doodle book. Remember she had the one with the funny patterns. It looks like the
Mm-hmm.
stuff that
Mm-hmm.
wow. What's the name of the thing that I was basically emulating when I made that book? What's the what do they call that art? Zen something. Zen no.
Angle?
Zentangle. So is Rainbow, is it the one that looks like Zentangle stuff? Like geometric shapes inside of squares? The fact that my brain just kind of hangs up on like that kind of stuff. Yeah, that's the one. Yeah, that one reminds me of so I have a book that I was going to try to do a little bit of Zentangle type stuff on the daily, which that didn't last very long, but I still have the book and I still plan on like dedicating time here and there to doing it. But yeah, it's kind of, let's see, can I there's the picture, guys, in case anybody else is curious. It's these cool patterns. I don't know. I love it. And yeah, it's a lot like um I have like a graph paper book and I was trying to do patterns and stuff on that. And in case you're wondering, we're sitting on top of the web page that actually shows what we're working on here today. So, all right. I just realized that my book is actually within reach. So this was the kind of stuff that I was doing. I thought it'd be kind of fun to try to clear my mind by being artsy. Turns out when you only have a couple brain cells, it doesn't take a whole lot to clear it. So I'm going to go ahead and take this one black string all the way out to the end. My main goal for today is to kind of fill in the area where these two things join and kind of see where it goes along. Yeah, no, that's, see, I thought so. And so this light green really looks so much more like yellows. And then we go to the dark green and then into a actual yellow. It's kind of weird. It makes it almost like the dark greens kind of sandwiched between them. Ah, I just realized something else. So, we are now in December, which means that this is tomorrow is the first Sunday of December, which is the day that I make it possible for my Patreon people to hang out with me via the Discord. So hopefully Mandy can write down a note that our new Patreon person gets added to that Discord channel. So in case they want to come and join us tomorrow and hang out, they can do that. So cool. Bubbly girl. Roblox? Roblox. Hello. Wait, isn't that there's a game that's kind of like Minecraft that's Roblox or something, right? Yeah, I see. Yeah, it's like Minecraft, but it's like has elements of like full on adult stuff, which really confuses me. Like there's a whole dating aspect to Roblox now, which really just has me completely confused. We should We should just ask people like what time zone or like what time is it there, and then try to guess where they're from. That would almost be fun. Although, of course, with the daylight savings, that always throws me off. I don't get like once those numbers change, I just get all like stupid. It's like summertime, I can figure out, what's going on in America, and then, winter comes, I'm like, I'm lost. No, 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 don't break the coven. That's there. We have merch for don't break the coven. Is the or did we get the order in for my shirt?
No.
I want the don't break the coven shirt. I actually designed merch specifically for me. I think it's gonna be hilarious wearing it out to like where people actually know who I am, and like they will totally get that one, I think. I just actually, speaking of like things around the world or whatever, I just got like a really great um, compliment on one of my videos. This happened yesterday from Buenos Aires, Argentina, which absolutely, like, I didn't even know that people down there had, you know, found me or anything. And the fact that they had, and that I'm doing good stuff, that was really cool. I am I am knotting up a small bag that will be big enough to hold a cell phone, but I'm using the same knots that are typically used for making friendship bracelets. There's a link in the description that will take you to my webpage, and then you can see where I made the pattern and how I designed that. And then you can actually check out this is the fourth stream, right? Yeah, there's three before this one. This is the fourth stream in the series of making this bag. 100% making the bag during the live stream, so that way people can kind of see how long it takes and what goes into it, and can chat and ask questions and basically be a part of this whole thing. So yeah. Sadly, I need to figure out. Somebody just recently told me too that they're highly interested in the old pillows, and I don't think I actually created the playlists or anything for when I was actually making the pillows. So I didn't have anything to really kind of pass along to them. At some point, though, I should probably try to figure that all out and make playlists or do something. I don't know. I don't know how to do that one. Maybe I make a web page. Well, there was a there was a page made for that, but it kind of just had the patterns. I don't know. I have to full on conversation with myself here, so you have to excuse me. But yeah, so I'm guessing that means that Bubbly Girls is absolutely new to the channel. So first off, let me welcome you. Thank you from wherever you're at. Let me let you know that we have a secret word game, so that if you're just chatting with us and you happen to say the magic word, you will win these cool bracelets. So one was made by me and the other was made by Minute Craft. And you can check her out. She's got a Instagram channel. It's Minute Craft. I think I want to say there's like an underscore or something in there. I think if you just look up Minute Craft, I'm pretty sure you can find her. But yeah. Mind you, so far all of our secret word games have been about something to do with the knots or my channel or me in general. It's kind of geared around the notion that like if you've kind of followed me for a little while, you'll kind of know a bit about me, and that something along in those lines will help you to actually win it. So it's gonna be kind of a little bit hard for somebody new to it, but um, you'd be surprised. Like some of the other stuff was so random. Um, yeah, you never know. Sweet. I think I can actually. I have a thought here. Oh, there we go. So this is the project that I'm working on, except for today, this part on the left-hand side where it kind of ended abruptly is being attached to the right side, which also sort of ends abruptly, which basically is bringing the whole thing around to turn it into a cylinder, if that makes sense. So that's right. So that kind of makes sense, right? And then let's see if I can find. Oh. So yeah, it does have. There is. All right, back to the desktop. It is. You can't see it. See if I can bring this down a little bit. There it is. So it's underscore minute or minute, and then underscore craft, and then this is her channel, and she makes all kinds of really really cool stuff. So if you aren't already following her, you definitely should check it out. Way cool stuff. Oh, cool. Did the subscribe thing pop up and I missed it? I didn't. I didn't hear it make the noise. Guess I was really preoccupied with the whole pulling up minute stuff. So yeah, basically, my channel is it kind of it all revolves around the fact that I've been making friendship bracelets for a really long time, like a stupid long time, and along the way, I picked up a lot of interesting things about how to make patterns and how to do various things that pretty much nobody else was doing. And I wanted to teach people about it. And so I created a channel and started off with just going like full on. Early videos, like I was making a bag a week kind of thing just to like produce these like pretty intense videos. Kind of settled into a more of a daily thing now where I create a pattern one week and then the next week I actually make the pattern. And then on the live streams, I'm pretty much doing the bags and stuff there. So after this bag is done, this is one of the ones that's meant to be super easy. Like anybody who can make a chevron out of string could make this bag. And then it's going to ramp up to being some really, really, truly difficult patterns. Um, I haven't even figured out how we're going to film some of that because um, some of those are going to have to like basically I'll have an image and I'll be crossing off things as I do it. So I'd like to be able to show on screen that that's happening, but I haven't figured out like how that will happen, or if we maybe we toggle back and forth, and I don't know. That's still all something futuristic to happen. But yeah, they will be some of the most difficult patterns for a bag that I've ever done. Mind you, I've done a lot. Like if you go into my Instagram, you will see like a ridiculous amount of things made. Um I have some of them are in reach. I have this. This is a can that I made, like it's all of the rewind, stop, play, pause, and fast forward, and the other side says AWOL on a cup for pens. I've got uh, I've got a card holder back there. I've got a lot of stuff. I make a lot of things. I made back when the whole pandemic was going full on. I made a mask out of knots. So I thought that was pretty neat. That was different. So thank you very much. I appreciate it. It's nice to be considered cool. Some people think I'm old. And I have made some really like big size bags. Let's see. Back to my profile. See if I can find something really cool to show you. Okay, this one wasn't particularly big, but this one was really kind of neat. This one, it's got like a wooden button on it, and then so like the loop that we normally have for a bracelet is going around the button to kind of seal it up. Uh, oh, I made pillows out of embroidery floss and nuts. So those were the pillows. Yeah, I gotta figure out. Those were pretty much mostly done on live streams, not completely. I did work on them regular days of the week. Um, but yeah, I need to figure out where those videos are. There's the can again. There's the other can. Let's see what else. Oh, I made this. This is 1.6 meters by zero point 0.6 meters. I don't know if you do metric or whatever, but yeah, that is a huge wall hanging that I have up in the living room now. That was 866 strings wide. So yeah, that was pretty crazy. A lot of that was done on live streams over the course of 9 months. And then what else do we got? There's a bag that I made for my wife. That one was kind of hard because it's like a cylinder thing. Like that's that's really super crazy advanced stuff. But yeah, just kind of give you an idea. Like if you're new here, like this is I just I make a lot of things. Kind of crazy. Or at least I'm told I am. People that see it are like, are you nuts?" Yeah, maybe a little. Yeah, so we're a lot of other YouTubers when it comes to friendship bracelets, they seem to be way more focused on showing patterns and explaining how to do whatever the pattern said to do. My channel is way more about these are the knots that are involved and these are the kind of things that we can make from it. And here's the stuff that I've done so far. And just I like to encourage people to like take a pattern and use it as inspiration. You know, that you can you can start out with the elements of a pattern that you like, take those and then change it around and make it into anything you like. And there's a lot of people will tell you, and it's true, I have a big thing for symmetry. I like it when the center of the pattern kind of comes out in both directions nice and even, or that the things like that. So I do a lot of work where I start in the middle and just work out stuff. So yeah. Yeah, because I'm glad you think so. Okay, go eat. Oh, that's cute. Yeah, I'll be here for at least another couple hours. Fun song on the radio here. I have no idea who this is. Oh, it's Jimmy Eat World. Just take some time. I like this one too. I like this one has a good video. It's Imagine Dragons. Whoa. I don't know if I've ever seen those. This is the one where it's got like the puppets, and the one puppet is like put into a fighting arena thing, and he looks all like fragile and whatever, and he ends up like doing the bad guy in and stuff. Like it was really good video. I saw a meme or something about the guy from there, like supposedly like he's got some kind of condition where he's in pain unless he's working out or something, and that like he's like super crazy ripped. Nice. So I don't know if you guys have heard, there's a bit of a controversy going on. Um, it's especially like seems to be on threads. I haven't seen as much on Facebook, but on threads. Um, and I think it basically bounced off from the idea that Weird Al Yankovic. Okay, wait, let's go back first. Spotify does a thing at the end of the year, the wrap up, where you get to see like who your favorite artists were, and you get to do the various things. Well, this year they did something different, and whoever your favorite artist was, or the artist that you listen to the most, they asked them all to like record a little video to say thanks, right? And um, like for me, I think for mine it was Twisted, and so the artist came on and he's like, it blows my mind. I can't believe it. You guys are awesome. The fact that you could just put me in playlists and you play it, and that I'm your favorite artist, that is awesome. I want to thank you a whole lot. And I thought that was really awesome. Cool. Well, later on, turns out that Weird Al Yankovic might have been some other people's favorite artist. And his thanks was that, from what he understood, that he was viewed um, something like 80 million times, and that he is expecting $18 in returns for it, which got a whole lot of people super upset and saying that they're going to cancel their Spotify accounts, and that just totally everybody went nuts about how terrible Spotify is for the artists. Um, Other people pointed out that even at 0.004, wait, is that, well, no, 0.0004, that he would be getting somewhere between 300 and $400,000 for all of the listening that they did, and that basically the fact that he would like do that, like, just wasn't really cool. Like that's just super bad. In fact, I just heard some numbers that the artist who got played the most was Taylor Swift, and that her take home is $100 million from Spotify. So all this whole weird controversy over them paying the artists, I don't get it. I mean, honestly, I make something, people can watch these videos endlessly. Like I am not expecting thousands of dollars. That doesn't make sense to me. Like it doesn't. You made an art once and you keep getting residuals all the time. That's mind bending. To think that you're entitled to way more it's like, wow, like how privileged are you already? I mean, like I'm sure Weird Al Yankovic doesn't need all that extra money, and he doesn't need to diss this platform that's going to send him a check for $300,000. Like that just doesn't. I don't get it. Craziness. And I'm sure Weird Al Yankovic is kind of known for joking and stuff, but I kind of again really think that that sort of stuff is in bad taste when you're dissing a platform that's honestly connecting you with the people. Especially in today's day and age. I mean, like, honestly, it is not difficult to download music and make sure that, an artist doesn't get anything out of it. It would be super, super easy at this point. So the fact that, like, there are platforms like Spotify that still gives the artist something, that's, yeah. We got a couple strings that got tucked around that actually I want on this side. So, oh, that was weird. I got a bunch of feedback back from Mandy's computer. We have a schedule for next week, and it looks like this. So, lots of live streaming. I'm off on Wednesday and Friday. Wednesday, so I can get out. Friday, doctor's appointment. So, yeah, but every other day, there will be live streaming going on for the YouTube members, which, by the way, thank you to my Patreon supporters and my YouTube members who make this stuff possible because honestly, I need that extra little bit of help for things like monitors and string and all the stuff that actually makes up having this channel. So yeah, thank you very much, guys. So now it's a song that I haven't heard in forever. I think it's called Yellow.
I like yellow.
Yeah, it's a good song. It's Coldplay, right? Right, right. Ish.
Hello?
I saw the thing, something bounce for a second, and then it went away.
You couldn't hear me.
Oh, oh. Yes, I can hear you now. I heard you say that you liked the song, but then when I asked if it was Coldplay, I didn't hear anything. I saw you like nod your head. I just thought you were like just kind of nodding as opposed to answering. Uh-huh.
You could not hear me.
Oh, that's so weird. I'm hearing myself again. There's a weird feedback thing happening. That's creepy. So this has been some really great progress here tonight, considering it's still kind of early, and as far as we've come. But how? Okay, it's my voice coming back to me from Mandy's computer. I can see on the audio mixer part that it's her side is broadcasting the sound, and then the weirdness is like because my mic can then pick it up again or whatever. But it's her mic picking up the sound from her speaker. So basically, the easy fix would be for her to put on the headphones, and then her mic couldn't hear my voice.
You could do that.
I think, if I'm not mistaken, I think that's going to correct it. Okay, now they're playing something weird. Wait, you have your headphones on, and I heard myself again, so that was weird. She could mute me. Wait, if she mutes me, then how does she know what I'm saying? I mean, I can see the benefits. I'm not going to deny I see the benefits. I just,
So you can still hear the feedback.
um, hang on, give it a minute. We'll see. Still trying to figure out what the heck am I listening to? Like, what? Yeah, that's not happening. Every once in a while, I have to like tell the thing like, no, we don't listen to Kanye West. We don't listen to. I can't believe that it's not even 11:30 yet. Like considering how far we've gotten into this thing, I'm getting a lot further than I thought we would. Mind you, I never did do the math to figure out how many squares we accomplished last week. So it stands to reason that I wouldn't have any kind of clue what we would accomplish. Oh, okay, wait. If you guys, as long as you guys don't have me like blown up full screen, I got a curious question for you guys. Apparently, if I say subscribe, it's supposed to make, oh wait, you guys, if you guys are already subscribed, it might not do it. Supposedly it makes the little box light up or do something. I'm just curious if that like actually works already because I just heard that that's a thing. And then it might actually do that for the join. Like if we, I don't know if you have to say members or join or what, but YouTube is supposedly supposed to like make the buttons noticeable or something like highlight them or I don't know what it does. But it was like one of the they got a thing where like, they want to inform the creators that, they're doing cool stuff to make the platform interesting or whatever. I don't know. Yeah, so the feedback isn't happening anymore.
Hmm.
Okay, so we went from weird modern stuff to something super old. Blue Monday? That's crazy. R- I don't think it's actually supposed to be random. I think it's actually if the artist or the, whoever the tuber says certain words, that's when it's supposed to happen. At least that's what they're told. I don't know, and I don't know if the command is like if you have to say the whole like, please be sure to like and subscribe, if that's what makes it go off, or if it's just a single word, or I don't know how it works. Or at least that's what the announcement says. I'm Scottish YouTubers, right? Yeah, verbal commands. Was it? There's a video. I want to say the woman was Scottish, trying to get a one of the Google Puck things to understand commands, and she's absolutely losing her mind because the thing is not understanding her. I think she was just trying to ask for like the weather or something remotely simple, and the device was just not having it. I kind of want to go find that video now. I can't, obviously I can't play it for you guys, but she starts doing the very Scottish sort of swearing at the device and calling it names because it won't respond. It was awesome. I don't know what is so funny about an angry Scotsman, but there is something sort of very entertaining. Scroll Dune? What? What? Scroll. I'm confused. It's called Save Yourself by Stabbing Westward. I haven't heard this one in forever. Scroll Dune. Okay, I get it. I have actually seen some really, really funny ones where it's like say the words and if you just read it, it does sound like a Scotsman, and it's totally nothing like what you're expecting it. Like the words are completely off. Like khakis being the Boston for their car keys. Nice. Nothing can be more challenging though than what's the Clockwork Orange. That I tried to read that, and because everybody was making such a fuss about the whole thing way back when, and I tried to read it, and it does not make sense. It barely makes sense in the movie. You kind of have to like kind of get past the language and just accept that most of it just seems like weird stuff. But yeah. Say mas. Ooh, Primus. Another band I haven't heard in a while. I like how Primus is one of those bands where you barely hear anything from them and you're like, and you don't even know what necessarily what song it is, but you know it's got to be them. Like that bass is just super recognizable. Kind of like how AC/DC songs all sort of sound alike as well. It's like they found their tone and just decided to go with it. Yeah, some of my favorite artists really are like insanely good. Like there's some stuff that like from the 80s and stuff that I still enjoy, like Funkadelic and that stuff. If you really go back and like listen to some of those tracks, man, holy moly, absolutely amazing. And then, yeah, there's some people out there that absolutely just, it just blows my mind what they can do. Always wanted to be, musically inclined. Um, I have this thing though, like if I can't like start off being semi good at it, I kind of don't put in the effort. Although I have a guitar and I like to plug it in. I have this amp that simulates a bunch of different pedal effects and stuff, and I like to plug it in periodically and make noise essentially. Like I like the weird echoey effects and silliness. Like I think there's a video of mine that I did that you can actually hear me play around with this thing. I forget what it's called, but maybe one of these days I'll get brave and like make a background soundtrack for live streams. Oh, in case anybody's curious, once upon a time we did used to put music behind it. Um, it was supposed to be copyright free stuff or whatever, and everything was good for a while. And then for some odd reason, I don't know who or how, but somebody seems to be putting claims on all that music. And so I have a number of videos from back when that even once I become monetized, I can't get monetized for those videos because somebody has claimed that music. So yeah, I'm kind of avoid all that stuff. Yeah. Ooh, the recorder? I don't know, man. Actually, have you seen there is some drumsticks? They're like Bluetooth drumsticks. I don't know, wireless drumsticks. You don't actually knock them against anything, But if you do the whole air drumming thing, you can hit all different kinds of drums and the cymbals and all the stuff. You can, like, depending on where you're swinging in the air, it will make all the different noises. I would love to play with those things so much. You guys have no idea. Oh no. Rabra has unlocked a core memory. I played the triangle in elementary school. One time, it was a big concerty thing. All the parents are in attendance in our gymnasium. We're up on the stage. I have to wait for the whole effing song to play to hit the triangle at the end. I'm supposed to be watching. Now, you give the ADHD kid the job of watching for the signal to know when it's time to hit the thing, right? ADHD kid. Do, 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 do. Kind of half, kind of getting around towards the end. I did sort of pay attention when it finally gets the signals. There you go. I missed it. It's a swing and a miss. And the look on her face was more mortified than what I felt, which made me feel pretty bad. But she was cool. She she did, I don't know what they call that. Like when you play like another bar or another, like she brought the song around again and then re-signaled me. And this time I smashed the crap out of that damn triangle, man. I let that that thing ring. Um, yeah, that was yeah. And my parents weren't there, so no family members in attendance. My dad worked all the time and my mom couldn't drive, so yeah. Hey, Bubbly got back. Hello. So yeah, man, I kind of had forgotten all about that. Wow. I'm going to go to bed traumatized tonight. This is like these are the kind of things that normally my brain is playing for me as I'm trying to go to sleep. Like, do you remember that time that you really screwed up and like everybody was watching? And yeah, it's a triangle. Like how I can't believe I missed it. Like that's yeah. Young Kevin was not a very coordinated boy. I did play. I probably was like the fourth grade or fifth grade. Um, they decided because I was so tall that I could play the double bass, and yeah, like give me the one instrument that I can't possibly take home to practice. Well, I take that back. My dad, I don't know how, because this man used to work 16-hour days, somehow made arrangements to come to the school with the station wagon and bring a double bass home so I could practice all weekend. Um, and all I had to do was just it was like boom 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 boom, right? And I practiced that all up and then had to perform in front of an audience of kindergartners, which had my niece in that class, who was like kind of hee 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 hee. Yeah. But yeah, other than that, I don't think I really played instruments. Well, yeah, I think there was that little duration of the recorders, but I was never good at that.
I don't think anybody was.
I mean, I got it to where it didn't like squeal and made actual notes, but like this is not good. Mind you, the recorders that you get from school are like the $3 stuff that was made in China. The actual like the real instrument like that somebody would play for an orchestra, it's way more expensive, way more fancy, and makes way prettier notes. So yeah, mind you, if you have somebody that you really just care for, I have seen that they sell the really cheapy recorders with a music book for Frozen. So, if there's somebody that, has a child that, maybe they did something to you long ago and you kind of want paybacks, yeah, I highly recommend that one. That's a combination that you're gonna. So I think what we're accomplishing here now is, if you notice, we've come up a little bit beyond where this side was, and that's going to make it so that way we can kind of bring a couple diamonds along as we go around this thing now. So that's kind of my plan forward at this point. Well, of course, that reminds me of the joke. How do you know if there's a drummer at your door? The knocks keep getting progressively faster. So I think Rara is definitely one of the candidates. You've got to check out those drumsticks I'm talking about. It's I want to say it's all Bluetooth, but it might be Wi-Fi. I don't know how it connects or what it exactly connects to. Maybe it connects to the phones, but I know that you can put on headphones, and they even have something that you can put onto your feet that makes it so that you alone hear you playing the drums, and the kit is intense. It's like it might not be as big as like Rush's kit, but it's it's crazy. Like the amount of different sounds that it does. It's like, wow. Nice. I for me, my thought on this thing is, if it can go like to a phone or it goes to whatever device it is, that could be routed to your speakers, so that if you were like trying to do entertainment inside of a smaller pub or a space that doesn't need to have it blaringly loud, because a drum kit technically they're not quiet, right? That you would be able to perform your whole little thing live, and because guitars, like an electric guitar, can be tuned down. Like you can have that kind of quiet as long as your amp isn't up. That's you can make it appropriate to the space. So in my mind, this invention is an amazing invention, but yeah, I kind of have a hard time justifying buying it. I've had some like really fun experiences with drumsticks and people who thought that I was pretty cool, good at it, but it's kind of a, yeah. Oh, that's way cool. Mandy plays a bit of piano. So is this something that you've been playing like since school kind of stuff, or is this something you picked up later in life, or? Wow, that's way cool. I also have, I forgot what these things are called. I have one of, where'd it go? I have this thing. And the cool part is it has the jack to be able to put it to the amp, and so I can make that play through interesting guitar effects, which is that gets really kind of crazy. We had a big organ when I was a kid. Like we had the what was the like in the late 70s, like the big popular brand. It wasn't Yamaha. It was one of the other whatever. It wasn't like the kind that you see where musicians take them out. This is like the small piano sized things or whatever. And my sister could kind of play. And every time that she would start to play, I'd be like, cool, because I wanted her to like show me and help me to learn what she's doing. And as a result, she'd always get angry and be like, nope, won't have it, and bail on it. And so, yeah, I kind of never got a chance to really get the hang of that. Oh, when I was a kid, I used to like what's the what's the thing with the you got a long stick with a round ball at the end of it, and then there's like either wooden ones or there's the metal ones, and each one that you strike is a different note. I used to like
The
those.
xylophone.
Xylophone, that's it. I wanted to say, okay, what is a glockenspiel?
Um, that's the similar, but it's got two layers. It's higher pitch.
Okay, yeah, I like those kind of things. I think they're neat. Is it the wooden one? Okay. Yeah, so my elementary school was in a pretty well-to-do neighborhood, and we had all that kind of stuff. We had the metal ones, we had the wooden ones, we had the ones where like the wooden blocks are like a foot and a half long. Really nice, deep, awesome sounds. We had all kinds of stuff. That well, we had the double bass, we had cellos, we had all kinds of the stringed instruments and stuff for an elementary school. You know, by the time I got older and went to other schools, not so much. A lot of those schools they could barely afford to have books. Very unfortunate the way that the American school system is. You know, it can be the difference is just an imaginary line between two communities. Pontiac and Bloomfield are neighbors, and one side has an abundance of money and abundance of great things in their schools, and their most of their kids are like going to make it to go off to college and whatever. And then on the other side, it's like they don't have stuff. Yeah, I want one of those. I really want one of those. Yeah, and I saw something where somebody was selling one, said it was untouched. I almost bought a synthesizer when, gosh, well, I was probably still in my 20s. There was like a pawn shop, and they had a really cool, it was like just a small keyboard, probably no more than, I was going to try to guess how many keys. I have no idea because I don't know how many is in a regular set. But the thing is probably between 18 and 24 inches. Really small. Lots of knobs. Lots and lots of knobs. And when you push the keys, you could get it to make all kinds of crazy. Okay, that was my side for sure. That was really weird. I got weird feedback. But you'd get weird spacey noises and all kinds of stuff. And the guy at the stop's like, "You don't want one of these. This isn't, this like really trying to talk me out." But the fact that it made crazy sounds was like, yeah, no, I really want. And then by the time I like saved up money that where I could have afforded it, it was gone. Okay, that came out of Discord. That wasn't from the OBS. That was Discord that gave me the feedback. Weird. The water phone. Wait, I want to say yes. There's a couple things that are coming to my mind though. Wait, I need to look it up. Yes, I'm sure I saw a video of it recently because the name is sticking out. Yes, yes. And that, okay, that one's pretty cool. But did you see? Oh, I don't know if I'll be able to find it. Um, I think it's called the apprehension engine. Let me see if I can just find a video. Yeah, it's funny. They actually have the other one next to it. Um, let's see. Open a new tab. I just wanted the picture. Darn it. No. I opened the link. Um, okay, so this is the kind of only picture I can kind of get of it. There's Nerdlist did a thing. This is the video. So there's an instrument made to create sounds for the horror movies. The device is strange. You basically drag bows over thing. It's like the weirdest thing ever. But like a lot of the sound effects that you hear in those movies come from this crazy device. Wait, can you still hear me, Mandy? Okay, so apparently I can't. I was going to try to see if I could mute. Hmm. Yeah, it's for some odd reason Discord is giving me like weird feedbacks. Yeah, so that device is super creepy. You have to watch the video. It's absolutely the most weirdest instrument probably ever. I'm sure there's only a handful of people that could really make it do anything awesome. But yeah, that's some pretty neat stuff. I wonder what like movies would actually be credited to that thing too. I really kind of suddenly just realized like that person, whoever has that really creepy instrument music thing, has neighbors. What are the neighbors thinking? I mean, I don't know how loud the thing is, you know, but if it's loud or if he's got amps or anything hooked to it, like, can you imagine walking down the street and just like that creepy sound start like, nope. They're either getting all the Halloween kids over or none of them. There's probably no in between.
That's how rumors of haunted places start.
Right? I kind of have to like whoever's like so smart that they know that they can put together devices that have never been dreamt up before that make sounds for movies, that yeah, that there's just something completely awesome about that. That's cool stuff. I guess if you're the only person who actually owns this thing, then yeah, I guess every like horror movie thing is gonna be like calling you up and asking you to come work for them. That's kind of cool. So at this point, we are like not only all connected and making it a tube, but yeah, we're actually adding to the overall length of this thing. But mute the mic over here. Let's try. Do, 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 do. Okay, wait. Can Mandy still talk and be heard? Mind you, this means that she's going to have the same delay in hearing me that you guys have. I guess we're going to find out how much of that delay there is. Yeah, for some odd reason, she's still not talking, despite the fact that she should be hearing it through the video. Will the real Mandy please
No,
speak up? There she goes. Wait, say something again. I didn't check to see if her bars
can you
moved.
hear me?
Yes, we hear you. Yeah, oh, look, she's gonna log out and log back in because she can't tell what's going on.
Hello, hello,
Yes, we hear you, just loud and clear.
hello.
Lag.
That's so weird.
It's not weird.
Shh.
Oh, so wait, I was mentioning earlier that tomorrow is the patron hangout. So yeah, there's a good chance that we're going, well, obviously Rainbow is not going to be around for the after party. I don't know who else is going to be around, but we might end up killing that kind of short today anyways. I did not sleep well last night with the whole finger in pain and everything. Um, so yeah, maybe I'll try to get some sleep tonight and then we can have a better hangout for tomorrow. But yes, I think the feedback has gone as well. So that's sort of cool. There is a possibility that if I was to actually do headphones from the computer, that would have probably have eliminated everything as well. However, I wouldn't be able to listen to any music because you guys would be able to hear that, and then I would be in trouble. Don't want. Oh, did I show you guys this image? Check it out. We are just about 300 hours away from actually getting the channel monetized, which is pretty awesome. I know we're like partially monetized because now we have the members thing where you can actually like join up and see behind the scenes and videos early and all that kind of stuff. But yeah, we're about 300 hours away from actually the regular kind of monetizing, which I'm kind of really wanting to do because I want to be able to afford to do more giveaways and just a matter of time before I'm going to have to get another computer. Anyways, this one won't upgrade to Windows 11, so I'm going to already thinking about like what's the next one going to look like. Yeah, when you said it, it made total sense. Like I totally, yeah, when you said that muting Discord because Discord is the one causing. The weird thing is Discord typically doesn't cause this. Um, and it says, according to Discord, like streamer mode is enabled, which should mean that it's like doing its top-notch quality stuff, which for some odd reason it's not happy about something. I don't know what could be wrong. It's not like CPU usage or anything weird is up super high or got a little confused. I see the colors are all in the right place or whatever, but I didn't expect it to end with the blue on this part. But then, yeah, now it kind of makes sense. I got myself really confused for half a second there. I'm like, oh no. No, that's right. Where is what's her face who's supposed to be making a bag like this? That's what, Brittany, right? I wonder where she is. I wonder if she got her floss. She had to order it online because it was on sale. She's doing a considerably a lot more
Mm-hmm.
string than me. I can't remember how many. Like mine is 144. No, yeah, 144 strings. Hers, I don't know what hers is. Wait, mine is 12 colors and hers is 12, 18 colors. How many more strings would she be?
How many strings is yours?
Mine's 144 because each I have 12 loops with 12 strings each. Hers is going to be 18 loops with 12 each.
192.
Wow.
Oh, 18.
Yeah, 18 loops.
216.
Oh, yeah. Doing math like that is not something I can do in my head for sure. So for the next few weeks, it's going to be just a lot of adding on to this thing. Um, but at some point, and I don't know how long, could be, it's probably not next week, but maybe the week after, we might have to start adding string to wherever some of the black ones have gotten too short. Because when it comes to doing the knots, they're being used every single time. And then it's like the colors kind of bounce every other. So that's sort of a thing. So that's some of the stuff that we'll be kind of covering. So if you're kind of checking it out and you're thinking about it and you're worried about like how are you going to cross that bridge, yeah, we'll totally get you through all of that stuff. Because yeah, it's just a matter of time. Okay, that's probably something Mandy would listen to, but not me. Harry Styles? I don't like. Nope.
Nope.
No. I kind of have to admit, I do hate this whole her Mandy not being connected to the um Discord. Oh, I wonder if I could have it. No, I think my phone only allows for one thing at a time. I was gonna say maybe I could have my phone do it in my headphone set, but no. I think my band-aid is starting to come off now, which is not necessarily good. It's from having my finger all kind of crunched up, and then it's like I swear I think my fingers are sweating. So it's kind of weird that now that I have screens to be able to see all of the different things, I get like so distracted by all the different things that are around me. Like it's crazy. Kevin got launched by a fluff. Yes, I did. Yeah. So Rainbow kind of missed out on the beginning of this whole video where I was kind of talking about that. But yeah, that dog like spent like an hour getting his back scratched and like doing funny little things where his butt was bouncing around because he was enjoying it so much. Like for the longest time, best friend. Towards the end of the night, we just got done having dinner. We're starting to talk about going home. I went and used the toilet. I came out and his nose was poked out from underneath the tablecloth and one eye was out. And I'm like, oh, he's so cute. What is he doing? I reached down and kind of like touched under his chin and he just snapped. Like, I have no idea what prompted that. And like, the owner was like, oh, yeah, he does that. He gets kind of weird, especially after somebody comes out of the toilet. I'm like, oh, that's really good to know in the after little thing. Like, now that like big chunk of my finger is missing. Like I really honestly thought I was going to end up with stitches because when I first put my hand under the tap, because I immediately went back to the bathroom and had cold water running on it, the skin was pulled way open and it was just like all this blood coming out. And I really thought we were going to be going off to the hospital to get it stitched. But then I asked for some paper towel and kind of squeezed it together and it seemed to be holding. So I kind of decided that we would just do band-aids. No, he like before that was like totally getting loved on all over. Like it was there was I suspect it may be that his brain is a little bit damaged, that there's some problem with object permanence, that I left the room, I washed my hands, came out with a different smell. When I reached out with a a hand that smelled different, smelled like the soap or whatever, didn't recognize who it was, lost his mind. I mean, something like that. I don't know. No, it just seemed like I said, possibly just like an object permanence. I smell different, can't see well, suddenly new person, whatever. Oh yeah, we've like house sat for this dog and been there whatever and for days on end. And I've taken the dog out for walks and whatever. Yeah, like I said, just 1 minute he's nice, the next minute, snap. Yeah, it didn't smell like dinner. Wow. Yeah, now my biggest worry has got to be that the dog has had a taste of me and knows that I'm yummy and that, now he won't even hesitate. Ooh, by the by next live stream, next Saturday, um, we might actually have new camera actions going on over here. That could be kind of exciting. I'm kind of really looking forward to that notion. It's going to change a lot of how the recordings and stuff look. And yeah, that's going to be a lot of fun. That's coming soon, which is going to mean a lot of work for me, basically. I just realized on this particular kind of pattern, it might be really easy to figure out the math to know exactly like how many knots are in the whole thing because of the way that the squares are. Not that I'm any good at that kind of math. I have no idea. I just had a thought. I have no idea if this is going to work. Oh, that totally does not work. I was going to try to see if I could use the microphone off of one of the cameras, but that immediately did feedback. Um, is that better? I, I miss Randy being able to hear me. Hello?
Hello?
We're going to try this for a little bit just because I miss having that live connection.
I don't know which voice I'm supposed to be listening to now.
Listen to all the voices in your head, sweetheart. And this is why we have a Mandy cam. Thanks to my Patreon supporters and my members. Oh, shoot, because I messed with Discord, I covered up my chat thing here. So I'm kind of wondering at what point will the colors get around to where like the red meets back up with the red or the purple meets back up with the purple. Like that's eventually. And the candy. Don't forget we want jelly beans. I I saw jelly beans at the store the other day. Got really tempted. Went back out. Never bought any because I'm a good boy. But I'm still thinking about them, man.
What happened to Reese's peanut butter cups?
That's a different store. Do you know which store I would get the Reese's peanut butter cups from? Like my whole area for like going out and stuff is relatively limited. Like there's very few places I would go, but I know immediately which store I would go to get Reese's.
Which?
It's right next to IRA, inside of Suntech. Oh,
Cocoa trees.
What is it called?
Cocoa trees.
Cocoa Trees. Yep. Yep. Yeah, I don't know the names of most of all the stores, but the only reason I even know the IRA thing is because I swear to God, I think that when they were trying to come up with a name for their store, they're like, okay, so we're going to need a name that's short and easy to remember, and it should maybe start with a vowel. I don't know, like I or A. And like, wait, I or A? That's a thing. Wait, let's go with that. That's my take on it. Like,
Nobody else will know what you're talking about.
probably not. Well, I don't know. They might be other people heard of the store. It's spelled. That's how it's spelled. It's IORA.
Yes, but nobody would
It's got to be
think
like.
of that when you say I or A.
Okay, so what is its actual name supposed to be?
Iora?
You see, IRA. It's all I can. Whenever I see it, it's I or A. It's like something broke in my head when I saw the thing, and I was just like, were they trying to figure out a vowel like this one or this one? Did you see that Trump only just realized recently that the US is us? Like, who knew? You know? Isn't that cool? I saw that and it means us. And the followers are like, wow, and cheering and stuff. And I was thinking like, oh my God, this guy is that much of a moron? Like how has he functioned through life and only in 70, what is he, 73, 74, something like that, only realized that US is us?
Like
That's
probably first, okay, for a non-American, I probably already realized that when I was like 6, 7.
sure. I think anybody who has put those two letters together kind of should have sort of figured that out. I don't know. Dude is weird. Dude is seriously weird. The followers make him even weirder. Yeah, there was just a couple of court cases to see whether or not Trump could actually be held liable for the court things that are going to happen. So there's a bunch of the guys that survived the January 6th attack on the Capitol. They're trying to sue him for his role in the whole thing, and basically, the higher courts have said that yes, he can be tried for that. That he was not exempt from it just because he had been a president at the time. If he invoked the violence, then he could be held liable. Where his lawyers tried to argue that he was immune because he had been the president of the United States. So yeah, crazy. Huck? It's Uckland. Oh, I think I actually I think I actually took this one up farther than I intended. Oops. Yeah, I can't keep doing that. I want to kind of keep it sort of level. It'll be more fun for the photos that we do. But yeah, I wasn't supposed to bring this that far down. Oops. So yeah, each color is going out, essentially like a 45-degree angle outwards. So at some point around the other side, each color is going to meet back up with itself. I have no idea how many rows down that takes to get to that point. But I think we're like halfway there because the reds and the greens are crossing. Like, yeah, kind of makes sense. Okay, now I just came up with a random question. So yeah, obviously I'm not the smartest guy because it's never even dawned on me until this very moment. Did the euro get changed after England left? Like this the whatever, I don't know what's on the actually on the coin or the dollar bills or whatever, what's on the monies, but like that was a pretty major change. Did it change the money? Did they have to like reissue stuff?
I don't think so.
Oh, really? I thought it was like an either or thing over there. Neat.
Yeah, don't forget the sterling. The British pound is the royal family. You can't just stop using that.
Yeah, I had no idea. I do know that British money, up until not that long ago, used to be really weird and wasn't based on the 100 pennies per dollar kind of thing. And that whole concept absolutely will break the Kevin because I can't get my mind to wrap around how you can have increments that don't come up to like a base number like 100. It doesn't. It's the fact I can do Fahrenheit, but I can't do that. Just it's gonna break me for sure. But it is definitely why I like Celsius more now than I like the Fahrenheit because it makes sense. But yeah. Yeah, I haven't traveled in a while myself. And I was actually kind of thinking that's another good reason to get this channel monetized is that I have no idea how powerful a laptop I would need to do it. But if I was going to try to basically take and do bracelets and still do those streams and stuff um, while away, um, obviously I need something that can handle two cameras. So yeah. Oh, cool. I saw a thing. Wait, did I share that with you? I saw a thing about Bulgarians putting winter jackets around trees so that way if there's somebody out there who's homeless and cold, they can take the jacket off the. I gotta mute Mandy again. Sorry, Mandy. But yeah, weird feedback. But yeah, so they leave coats around trees so homeless people can have a nice coat to keep them warm. And that's to me is amazing. Like that's like the coolest awesomeness. Yeah, so the money thing, it's Mandy's cousin's husband who tried to explain it to me. And yeah, I mean, the guy's a smart guy and he's able to explain things pretty well. For some odd reason, I still can't get my brain to wrap around how many things were in a dollar or whatever, a pound. Well, yeah, I'd rather the government make sure that people weren't homeless too. But I mean, you know, in America, like there's seriously there it's probably worse than most places in the world because you have a country that literally spends like a ridiculous amount of money for things like, their military budgets and everything else. But don't want to actively help people who are in need. Um, like I can understand if a country is not wealthy enough to actually take care of people. But like in San Francisco, there's been cops taking people's tents. Like you have somebody who's homeless, who's basically trying their best to make it, and they have a tent, and the cops come along and try to take the tents. Like that's that level of like, oh, that's gonna get them off the street. They don't have a tent now. Haha. I don't understand that. Like they're already down. Why do you have to kick them? It doesn't. Oh, and then San Francisco? Some, I want to say it's San Francisco. I'm not 100% sure. Somebody have to double check. Um, Three people have recently been killed that were homeless, shot somewhere between like 2:30 and 3 a.m. Um, in their tents. Like, again, like there's just a serial killer running around. I don't understand what the motivation to do something like this is. It doesn't make any sense. These people are already having the worst life possible, and they're just gonna. Yeah, when I was a security guard, we went down into Ohio where the headquarters for their thing was, and it was probably about -10 outside, and we had gone out back to have a cigarette, and the guy goes, "Here, check this out," and he grabs like I think it was like a just a handle from a broom. It didn't have any broom or anything attached to it. So it's basically a long stick. And he pokes it through the fence and he pushes it up against some cardboard. And there was a wiggle around and whatever. Like, yeah, we like to poke him every once in a while to make sure he didn't die. Like, there's a poor homeless dude and you just poke him randomly, while he's trying to sleep, like huddle under cardboard. Crazy stuff, man. Yeah. Yeah, I take that homeless stuff kind of personal. There was a few times in my life that I've been pretty far down there. There was one time where all my possessions would fit into a military bag, and I parked it off in a place where I didn't think anybody would find it, out by some train tracks, and tried to get some sleep at the hospital that was sort of nearby. Pretty cold outside, probably -5, -6, 7, something like that. Cold for winter. Um, Security came, found me. Um, Basically said, you don't have anywhere to go, do you? Like, no. He's like, all right, um, I'll let you sleep, but when my shift is over at 6 a.m., I'm gonna have to kick you out of here because I don't want to be in trouble or whatever. I thanked him. I went back to sleep for a bit. Woke up early in the morning, and yeah, there was also a duration where I lived in my car, where that was through some serious like January winters in Michigan. I was using a the pizza delivery bag to help keep my feet warm at night. When I get up in the mornings, my all the inside of my windows would be coated in ice. So yeah, when it comes to like treating homeless people with some dignity, yeah, I kind of really, I don't know. There's no reason to hurt these people. Wow. I think we're gonna probably finish up like this row area here. Because it's actually almost one. I can't believe it. But then again, we actually did accomplish quite a bit. Like there's this, I have no idea. Again, no idea how far, but it's a lot. I just realized there's probably a good reason for not doing the after party tonight because considering my bandage is seriously going to be off, I just realized I'm probably going to have to clean out the wound. So there might be some crying, there might be some screaming. Things might go really, really bad. I was going to reboot my Discord, but then I just realized that, like, if I do that, we won't be able to hear Mandy. We're almost done. Yeah, so basically, there's a bunch of different ways I can actually go with this. I could try to bring the areas that are done way down, or I could keep going around the whole thing. I think my what I want to do is keep going around it just because it'll make for better photos and we can share that stuff over on Instagram and the website and all that kind of stuff. So that's my plan. Um, Obviously, I kind of took this a little further than I thought I was going to, but that's all right. We can work with that. I just have to remember to not keep adding to it. Otherwise, it's going to keep kind of spiraling out of control. So, yeah. I mean, it's not like it's a mistake. It's just I went farther than I expected. That's it. I'm not taking the knots out just to put them back in later. That's not happening. So there we have it, guys. That's about as far as we're getting here tonight. Um, Thank you guys for hanging out with me. I really do appreciate it more than you guys possibly even can imagine. Let me unmute myself for Mandy. Let her know that we're wrapping up over here. I do want to remind everybody that tomorrow is the patron hangout. So if you are a patron supporter, come join us. We're going to be chatting about just about anything. I don't know. Those things are pretty random. Also want to thank all of my YouTube members, and I will be back tomorrow also for you guys with watching cartoons and making bracelets. So that's going to be a thing. Um, and check this out. So yeah, it's whoa, it's going to fit my phone just lovely. Like there's all kinds of space. Look at that. Right? So yeah, it'll hold big phones. So yeah. Um, Again, thank you guys so much for hanging out. It's really been a lot of fun. And as always, don't get your strings in a bunch.